head-to-head in the Royal competition. For the Australian Trick Riding Championships, this is for competitors who have never won an Australian Championship and over 17 years of age. We saw the compulsory section in yesterday's class. Today we're going for the freestyle. The girls get to choose whatever trick they would like and to go head-to-head. Well, the girls are going to make their way down. We've got a couple of minutes of warm-up to let them get familiar with the arena. And we'll introduce you to each of them as they make their way around. We'll introduce their tricks. Each girl has three tricks to impress the judges from Western Australia. Our first competitor this afternoon. Hey Sydney, how about you put your hands together for Rebecca Costa. She travelled all the way from Western Australia. From Blaney up there in southern and central New South Wales, we welcome Alicia Bird. From down the south, we welcome Melissa Connor. From down there at Taralga in southern New South Wales. Hailing from Western Australia, Perth is the home city, riding a horse that she's having her first week of riding on. It's great to welcome Nadine Robinson. And the young lady sitting in the best possible position in first place after day number 1. From Corindine in northern New South Wales, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sarah Thompson. These 5 young ladies have travelled from as far away as Western Australia to come down here and compete in the Australian Trick Riding Championships. It's a great pleasure and an honour that we get to bring them to you thanks to Hawkesbury River Saddle Company, the Rug Lady, the Sydney Royal Easter Show and Holly Shields. Well, you'll need me, the girls have got a couple of minutes just to give their horse a run around the arena to get themselves set up and underway. At this point in time, it's been a great pleasure that we introduce 3 of the best trick riding judges up from around Australia. We welcome long-time judge, former head rider of the Girls for many, many years from Mount White. It is Bridie Sparks. One of the famous flying gollins, the forefathers of trick riding here in Australia, is Matt Gollin, and it's great that we have Matt here judging once again at the Australian Championships. And a first time ever judge, but he needs no introduction to the world of extreme riding and trick riding. It is Adam Morby. Now resides in Currajong. He did live up on the Gold Coast and work in the Wild West show at the movie world. Works for El Caplanco and also in England and France and all around the world in movies as well. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our 3 judges here this afternoon. And of course, a big thanks to our Chief Steward, Mr. Heath Harris, from Hawkesbury River Saddle Company. If you'd like to find out more, go to hawkesburyriversaddleco.com.au. If you'd like to buy a brand new saddle, then you can certainly do that as well. Or if you'd like to get into some trick riding, they also run courses up there at Mount White. Well, we look around, judges, are they ready? We get the nod. Judges ready, our first competitor. is down there in the chute. They've got 3 trances, 3 tricks. They've all chosen these themselves. They come in with a varying degree of difficulty, ranging from a 3 to a 9 and everything in between. It is competing in the first trick on the second day of the Australian Royal Trick Riding Championships. Bex Acosta with the horse drag. Come on, Sydney, let's hear it for her. Hang out there, holding on, keep the leg up nice and straight. The judges are judging fatigue, technique, and also how well they executed. Hey, Sydney, put your hands together for Bex Acosta from Western Australia. Bex currently sitting in 3rd place on a score of 260 points from the first day. That'll be a great way to kick off round 2, the final day of the Australian Trick Riding Championships here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Each of our judges has an independent scribe. They all judge on their own. We then tally all the scores up, bring into account the degree of difficulty, add all that together, and we come out. Currently sitting in 2nd place, Alicia Burke, and she's going to pull out with a full fender. Well, basically, hang down on the side of the horse. Keep out of view from the opposition. If you're in a tough fighting technique, fingers in the dirt. How about it, Sydney, for Alicia Burke? Look at that girl, she means business. She currently resides up in the Gold Coast, riding at the Outback Spectacular as a full-time trick rider. And that young lady has improved out of sight over the last couple of years, and it's great to have her competing here in this year's competition. Well, we get the nod now. A young lady who took up trick riding just some 6 months ago. A professional lady runner from Tarauga, Melissa Conda with the flank drag. Hang off the side of the horse. Fingers in the dirt. She's riding a horse by the name of Bird. How about it? 6 months ago, she'd never sat in a trick riding saddle. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Melissa Conda. Well, one of our youngest competitors in this competition on a score of 244 points is our next rider. She's only 17 years of age. She won the 2012 Stephanie Coldstream Award. She's multiple in-hand championships in pace. Ladies and gentlemen, from Western Australia, Nadine Robinson with the flank drag. Holds it right down to the end, pulls herself back up into the saddle. 17-year-old Nadine Robinson with a flank drag. Well, next out, she is currently leading this competition on 290 points. A young lady who's been a trick rider in the USA, and thanks to a visa issue, she couldn't get back over there to keep working. Their loss in America is our gain from Bondella Station in New South Wales. The current leader, Sarah Thompson, with the spin, the horns and the bolts. Come on, Sydney, clap her around, spin the horn and the bolts. Off the horn, back down, up, flips it back up in. One more time for it here. Up and over, there you have it, spin the horn and the bolts. Well, that is round number 1. Run said, 1 and done. Our judges will all just make sure they write down a score. We do have a competition. That young lady, Sarah Thompson, was leading after yesterday's compulsory. Yesterday we made them come out and choose 3 of 5 certain tricks. Today we said choose whatever trick you want. Rebecca Acosta, this time with the Cupid arrow. Well, daytime goes the concierge in the west over there, but right now she's competing in the trick riding. What a great effort from young Bex Acosta. 2nd of her 3 tricks now out of the way. Just 1 to go for that young lady. Well, we get the nod. We're ready to go. Alicia Burke. This time, she's going to go with a suicide drag. best of 5 here, having their second run. And next out we'll welcome a young lady from Taralga down there in southern New South Wales, this time with the horn drag. As we said before, Melissa only picked up the sport of trick riding 6 months ago. If you've got nerves of steel and like to find out more, go to hookgrooversaddlecompany.com.au and you too could be competing here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Well, Nadine Robinson, a track work rider by day-to-day trade, she gets the nod from the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, how about you make a welcome for a second time with the Run Vault Run. Mix yourself back up into the saddle. Come on, Sydney, through the corner, a beautiful vault. Now she'll go for the run one more time. Flicks it up and up into the saddle. Nadine Robinson. Well, the different tricks come through with certain degrees of difficulty. Our judges yesterday sat down and worked them all out to make sure they knew exactly what they were judging them on. They also get a mark for presentation, for execution and involvement of the crowd. Well, Sarah Thompson, a full-time trick rider in the USA. Here she goes with a shoulder stand. Hang out the front of the horse, keep your toes pointed, try doing a handstand at home when you're sitting still. And then think about doing it on a horse at 30 kilometres an hour. How about it, Sydney? Well, it's great to have our two girls from the West over here competing. They've been wonderful supporters. Last year, a few of them came over and partied like it was 1975 out here, and they're back again for 2014. Our judges are ready. They say the national animal in Stadium 1 in Western Australia is the swan. Well, here she is, the girls from the West, pulling out a thompson swan, riding the magnificent trio. Look at that, Sydney. How about you help her home? There it's just showing up. That's the cocktail, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Alicia Burke will still claim her as a New South Welshman. She only goes across the border occasionally to work, and we'll call her one of our own. Born and bred up there in central New South Wales at Blaney. She loves to go hard, she loves to go fast. And the final time she's got here this afternoon to entertain our judges and impress them, and of course get the crowd cheering, is with this trick here. How about it, Sydney? Alicia Burke from New South Wales with the main drag. Hold on to a big chunk in the main, lean out the front, and look at that. Ticks on the fingers in the dirt, gets a little pop down in the corner, holds it all the way to the end. Sydney, Alicia Burke. Alicia will see in second place after day number 1 on 277 points. And that is going to put her right amongst it. 3 great wide runs from that young lady. What an effort. Well, we've got 3 riders left to go. Melissa Connor will be her third and final time to impress, this time with the reverse sprints. Come on, Sydney, put your hands together for Melissa Connor. Well, Nadine Robinson has been doing wonderful things. Her first time competing in the Australian Trick Riding Championships, to come over from the West. And she is looking forward to meeting up with all sorts of different trick riders. All right, we're ready to go. This down if we can. Well, we'll catch our breath. We've got one more rider to go before we award the 2014 Sydney Royal Trick Riding Championship. 2 classes left to go, and in fact, following this class, we've got the best of the best in the business going in the Open Trick Riding Championships. But right now, from Bundella Station in New South Wales, a full-time trick rider in the USA. This is what she does for a living. This time, she's going with the double vault, up and over, up and over. Come on, Sydney. Let's see if we can get her down the wrong side. Sarah Thompson, 22 years of age. Up and over, almost into the saddle. How about it, Sydney, for Sarah Thompson? Well, the riders will just take a breather for a moment. And the judges will quickly tally their scores. Well, as they do a lap around the arena, the official competition for these riders is all over. And how much you put your hands together, Sydney? Rebecca Costa, Alicia Berg, Melissa Corner, Nadine Robinson, and Sarah Thompson. Nadine is just gone to swap horses. In fact, Riley will be running again with Jacinta. So multiple horses are allowed to compete in multiple levels. So these riders just coming around. Great effort. We'll have the scores totals for you very, very soon. Oh, well, the Chief Steward, Mr. Heath Harris, just came over and said, ladies and gentlemen, do stick around because we've got the best in the business. Give you a little sneak preview of what sort of tricks we're going to see here. Got a bit of a cheat sheet here. We've got tail drags, under the neck to run, the rear hippodrome stand, tail drag, rear hippodrome stand. All sorts of crazy, never before seen combinations. The salute to reverse fender, the swan, and all sorts of other things as well. It means one thing and one thing only. Do not go anywhere. Stick with us here at the Schmidt Arena because we're about to get a little crazy with the Australian Open Trick Riding Championships. We've got the current junior champion moving up into the Open section. We've also got some previous winners as well. All out here trying to vie to take home the title. And a brand new trick riding saddle thanks to Hawkesbury River Saddle Company, and a massive prize check thanks to the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Yeah, there is all on the line. Well, the calculators are buzzing. Heath Harris, we've seen the calculators while they're buzzing over there, but what a great expedition from our novice riders. These riders never won at an Open Championship, but they threw some pretty good tricks out. Execution, from your point of view, how do you feel they went?
I'm absolutely amazed how the improvement, especially some of our younger riders have come on, moved up through the ranks. It's incredible trick riding here. It's world class. Don't go away, guys. It's going to be even more amazing in the next few minutes.
Well, that's, you heard it from the man who knows all about trick riding. He also knows a fair bit about entertainment and other things as well. You may remember him from such movies as Racing Stripes, Zorro, and all sorts of other things as well. You don't actually get to see him on the camera. He's the one behind the scenes working all the magic, and it's great to have his expertise. Not only here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, but in New South Wales as well. As we said before, a big thank you to Hawkesbury River Saddle Company for their support and sponsorship of this event. Girls and boys, if you would like to have a go at trick riding, you've got to have more cuts than I do, but if you would like to have a go, all you need to do is jump onto the internet, go to hawkesburyriversaddleco.com.au, follow the link, send an email off, and I'll tell you when the next trick riding school is on. and you too could be out here competing in the Trick Riding Championships. Well, up to day number 1, they all carry their score from day number 1, rolls through to day number 2, and we get a combined score. So we'll actually get a today's score, then we add today's score to tomorrow and yesterday's score. And then we get a total, so we get a winner from today and an overall winner, all to be decided. Always been the most nervous part, waiting for those final results. You know what you've done, you've put your mark out there, you've put your heart and soul into trying the hardest tricks that you possibly can. And you've got to wait and hope that you've done enough. And these young